Morning guys, Laura here from Hedgehog's Homestead. Let's get started on these chores. Dealing with these turkeys, they got to be moved today. And they need some water and some food. Oh, you guys have some food still. Hey, Tommy boy. He's big turkey man. Big turkey man. You're huge. Okay, we're gonna move you, okay? So you got some new ground to poop on. How about that? Watch out. So you don't have to walk in your own poo-poos. Come on. We'll see you later. Yeah. Now to deal with those beasts over there. Oh. The starving beast. You don't say. You don't say. You're foaming in the mouth. Hey, it would be really nice if you didn't sprinkle me with go. We're going to go inside and move some wood chips around for their food. And this is what I'm doing while I'm in here. This is their manure line right here. Chris did a good job of covering most of it up, but I need to cover the other part up. We try to keep them the insect larvae down, keep the smell down, to keep the right mixture of manure. About owning pigs. But if you're going to raise them in a small space like this, they need that carbonaceous diaper, and the best time to take care of that is while they're eating. So I don't go in there unless they have a treat or something to eat. So it's just best practice. With our watering system with the pig nipples there, they don't leak. The nipples on there have been excellent. Grab a couple buckets to water the birds to make sure that they have some water. And we have our 2 chickens out again. Okay. It's time to cut some feathers because they're not going to learn to get along with the other chickens. They're doing this because they're kind of on the outs. And the turkin is always the first one out of the thing. So I really need to cut their feathers. I'll be right back. Let's get my favorite scissors for that. And an egg basket. And I was so excited. We had 7 eggs yesterday. So then I don't have to come up with extra things for the pigs to eat. They can have 3 of those eggs. And we still have 4, which is perfect for our little family of 3. Because we don't use eggs every day. So, okay. So this is going to be fun. I got to catch some chickens now. Hopefully I can catch it all on video. That bucket I grabbed was rainwater that we're catching off of the tiny. If I open these buckets, they usually come running. Always get some to Barney on the other side, but it looks like Fred's over there right now. Oh, you are so soft. You are so soft. Have this at a good angle. So, up close. There's a line of feathers. They're smaller feathers that come down the bird, and they're just and then they have the long feathers on the top. These part here, those are the feathers you cut off. Those are called their flight feathers, and you just cut those off. Does not hurt them at all. I know she's protesting, but notice she's not protesting while I'm cutting. That means it doesn't hurt. It does not hurt at all, guys. Firkin. And she's got a lot of flight feathers. She can fly pretty high. Hey. You're very dramatic. You are very dramatic. Yes, you are. You're beautiful feathers. Sorry I have to cut them off, but the problem with this, guys, is when they jump out like this around the coop, and she was roaming all night because I saw her in the afternoon while I was working in the garden yesterday. They attract the coyotes, and they're basically committing suicide. The more coyotes you attract to the coop, the more likely the other chickens are going to get it. Somebody said, oh, it's so cruel. Well, it doesn't hurt them. And is it really cruel if I'm keeping them from getting killed? It's the same reason why we have laws, right? Okay. I'm going to empty this out today, too. So I'll be back. Just let me show you what I'm going to do with the fresh stuff. This is fresh duck manure. It's been sitting in that pool. And what likes fresh duck manure? The brassicas that I'm growing over here. Broccoli, cauliflower, and that kind of stuff. And so I'm doing this now because it's going to rain in a couple hours. And that will water it down for me. Okay, now I'm going to go get some more. In the rain, this is going to fill up again for the ducks. And this is when I take it. Little seedlings down here. They won't need a lot of this. In fact, I'm giving them very little. Sorry about the nose, guys. I get out here these days and I don't know what I'm allergic to, but obviously out here right now. Nope. The other thing I need to do, I need to close up that chicken coop. Maybe I'll put some of this duck water on our asparagus. I'll go do that one last thing. And then on our leafy greens over here, we'll add some duck water to that stuff and our onions. And then our chives. And then we'll put some bone meal down for the carrots. And that should be it on the garden stuff today. So I'm just going to put these 2 videos today because this is when I usually do all this stuff, is in the morning. I don't deal with the hot very well. It is a beautiful breezy day today, so it's not going to be very hot, but our storm is going to come in like gangbusters later. And so I'm going to try to get all this duck water out of here. Crack the eggs. Okay, let's go put some on the asparagus. If it does not rain by noon, I will definitely come out here and add some water to this. Go. You just sitting there. You feeling okay? You feeling okay, my pretty girl? Hmm? You look so funny. Oh, what's going on with you? Somebody attacked. I need to catch that chicken that I was just talking about. I'll show you guys why in a second. And put that right back there. Let's see if I can catch this chicken. I'll do it after I get eggs. My little egg basket here. inside and get some. This is the chicken I'm talking about, right there. She has a little blood on her, by her vent. I'm going to catch her and wash that off because, just because of the fact that she has that, she could be attacked by the other chickens very dramatically. Turkey eggs. Maybe that's why Polly's acting very solemn. She just gave birth to a big old bunch of eggs. So, let's see if I can catch this girl. Hopefully Fred won't give me a problem. I don't think he will. He's always really good with me. Excuse me, Fred. This is one of Fred's favorites. That's why she has hardly any feathers. So, you can see all those new feathers coming in there. But this is what I'm concerned about. So we're going to go clean that up. Nothing's really wrong with her. She just may have been bred too aggressively or something like that. But when chickens see other chickens with blood on them, that can be very dangerous for that chicken because the other chickens will attack. Now, she's lucky because she has Fred, and they do that to get rid of the weakest link. So, because the weakest link will attract predators. So, that's just one of the things that they do. So, let's take care of her. So, I'm just going to rinse off the blood. And some of this stuff on there. Now I am going to put her back in because she's one of the more populated birds or popular birds. So I'm not worried about too much about her. The other birds were protecting her. See, cleaned it up pretty good. I'm just going to put her back in with the others. She is getting all those feathers. I am getting a lot more eggs now, which is very exciting now that they're getting their feathers. One thing that, we're coming, a lot of people are probably having birds that are losing feathers right now. She was molting, that's why her feathers are doing this and all coming back in at the same time. She dramatically lost feathers. And so she probably hasn't laid an egg in a good while. And it could be just recently that she may have laid an egg, and that's why she has a little blood around there. So she's cleaned up. She's got some antibiotic on there. Tomorrow I'll probably just bring out the antibiotic with me, and we'll clean her up, and all will be good. So I'm happy that I spotted that, and we can take care of her like that. There we go. Okay. Now I will come and check on her this afternoon because it's starting to bleed again. Probably just because that stuff is starting to make it bleed a little bit. So I'll check on her again, but she is one of the popular birds. She's in with the main rooster, so he will protect her. If you have a bird that is kind of on the outs with your flock, take that bird away immediately. Isolate it, let it heal all the way, and then introduce it back to your flock. It's going to be a rough road when you introduce it back in, but it's a lot better than that bird ending up dead. Anytime you have a bird bleeding, it's best to get them away from the flock. Now, if this bird wasn't part of the main flock and she wasn't Fred's favorite, I wouldn't be adding her in, but Fred will protect her. That's the nice thing about having a rooster that is good with his flock. Okay, gotta go get that in. There they go. They got their share. Thank you for coming today, guys. The last thing I'm going to do is put some bone meal on that. Didn't get to it yesterday. But want to get it on there before this rain so it can get rained in really well. God bless you guys. We'll see you next time here on Hedgehog's Homestead. Bye.